Hey YouTube, Kira here,
and Tsundere,
bringing you guys our Fluffal deck profile for June 2016. A few of you on my channel requested this deck profile. We thought we'd bring it to you on this channel. It's a really fun deck, can do lots of fusions. It's meant for the OTK kind of play, so let's go ahead and jump into the deck. We run 3 Fluffal Dog. It's the search card of the deck. You can add Yugioh Sabers or a Fluffal monster when it's normal summoned, or special from the hand. So it goes off with Toy Vendor or just the ordinary normal summon. Good for the search plays, and you can bounce back to your hand with Sheep and reuse it. Like I said, it gets cards you don't want to draw back out into your hand. And I run 3 Fluffal Mouse. Easy special summon, you summon 2 other mouse with this card, and for the rest of the turn you just can't summon monsters from the extra deck except for Frightfur monsters. Just like Field Swarm, you can use it with Wolf for the 8k OTK or Tiger for the pop effect. And 3 Fluffal Wing. This card with Toy Vendor is your draw power play. Just from the graveyard banish effect, you can discard this for Toy Vendor to get it in the graveyard for that play. So if you use Bear and send it to get Toy Vendor, then use the other effect. You have your 2 Fluffals in the graveyard for Toy Vendor, and you also have your search as well. And also 2 Bear, just to help with the search effect for Vendor, and it also has a polymerization search effect as well. And 2 Sheep. Might actually bump up Bear to 3 and have 1 Sheep, just because it's kind of a reusable play, but for now, 2 Sheep is fine. And 1 Rabbit for the recycle plays as well, adding a Fluffal monster back. Some people like Cat instead of Rabbit, but it's honestly just player preference. And also 1 Owl for the other polymerization search. And for the Yugioh monsters, we run 3 Yugioh Chain. Probably the best Yugioh monster in the deck. It has a search effect when it attacks for another chain, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Frightfur card from your deck to your hand, so you can get Frightfur Fusion, which is really good. And 2 Tomahawks. Basically run Tomahawk just because we don't have King of the Swamp in the deck, but if you had King of the Swamp, recommend taking those out for Tomahawk. Just becomes the name of an Yugioh monster by sending it. You can also send one from your hand to inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent. A good way to get Sabers in the graveyard. And 2 Yugioh Sabers, speaking of, he's required for most of the fusions with this deck, including Tiger and Wolf and Bear, so you definitely need him. Easy special summon effect from the graveyard just by placing a card from your hand to the top of the deck. And 1 Saw. This would be the final card you'd take out if you ran King of the Swamps, so take out this and 2 Tomahawks, just to draw power play with this card, but he's needed for Leo. And for spells, 3 Toy Vendor. Like we said, it's the special summon effect by discarding a card and revealing the top card of your deck, and it works with the Fluffal Wing, so you definitely need that for that play. And we run 3 Dark Fusion. It's just really good. It protects your monsters from destruction. All of the Frightfur monsters are fiends, so you have that to go with as well. And 1 Polymerization, just because it's very searchable and very recyclable with the deck. And 3 Frightfur Fusion. Miracle play. We're planning on bringing gameplay with you guys soon, so hope you look forward to that as well with this deck. Not sure what Tsundere will use yet, but hopefully another fusion deck. And also 2 Dark Hole. One of these would be a Regeki, just the Regekis are in our other decks right now. And 1 Book of Moon to finish it off. And for traps, we run 3 Fusion Reserve, just the search effect, and adding polymerization back to your hand, like we said, for the recycle effect. And now on also 1 Solemn Warning as the final trap, so miss it there. And for the extra deck, we have 2 Frightfur Tigers, just for the pop ability with this card. You can only control 1 on the field at a time, but otherwise it's a really good card. Same with Fluffal Bear. We like this card mostly for the Fusion Reserve play. You can add Bear by revealing this card and adding Bear or Sabers. And we also run 2 Leo, usable with Saw, having it and then fusing it with Polymerization, then Miracle, Frightfur Fusion. I said Miracle, Frightfur Fusion, just Frightfur Fusion. And 2 Sabertooth. He's the big power play of the deck. Really hard to get over him if you can get him out properly. And also 2 Wolf for the OTK, and also 2 Sheep for pressure plays with Chain, and 1 Chimera. And for the rest of the deck, if you wanted to run Xyz, recommend Castel, Abyss Dweller, 101, just to fill in the level 4 spots. And we're also looking to build Tsundere, a version of this deck as well. She thinks the deck is pretty cute. Right? You like it a lot.
Oh yeah, it's cute.
So we hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.